fibroid. It is a yes, assembly, a mabe tenjina one. Emo 5, 6, 7 bit menya fibroid because it is part of our system. The Biameka say Nyakopon I about 11 to 12 body systems. You need pediana kwana miyoha minyabna so to yes we have system. And then we have one system called that reproductive system. So if you don't use the reproductive system to reproduce, it will reproduce fibroid because all the systems are working. For instance, a excretory system, sweating, digestive system, would a yamakasa. Reproductive system, if you're not using it, I didn't ever say, then coupons I say it was say to me function. So if you're not using the reproductive system to reproduce babies, uterus na kasabe reproduce baby amount, a bene fibroid, you know. And it is not clot of blood. Some people will say, oh, fibroid, into your mouth. No, fibroid is a muscle, and it is a connective tissues. Bibi den timi Tony bedroom.
Okay. Before Bibi talk baby no. Say Bibi ne kokano. E ma ne ko. Since e den na sa tissues no me adenate me e form me. E kokoda
basically the causes of the fibroid is unknown. But we have driving factors. Driving factors need be hormonal changes. Changes. We have genetic factors. What are genetic factors and our family history? And in the mechanic say a normal be or basically say when the fibroid, but no factors be or it contributing for someone to get pregnant, to get fibroid. One, the American family history. Into your banner would see me, or sister. And I'm a fibroid. Your condition be a fancy myomectomy. When you say myomectomy is a surgical removal of the fibroid from the uterus. A process ID fibroid, edi free awudi mankasa. It is our own mammy be it timina mammy fibroid pain. Sister be a fibroid pain. Also, you are predisposed to get fibroid. That is why I say, Ayana, me too, said Dr. PK was Dr. Messian, they say, young found one tentem. Ye shall see a one time at the age of 24 years, Nanki, I shall see a but at 36 years, Nanki, I will be that is the best. But you see, because of a normal barcombian routine, Unyabana, Obe shall see a will now obey 36 years. And then, Ucha won't be brain or so another fiber there. And for instance, one tenure fiber at the age of from 30 years to about 50 years and tenure fibroid. 30 years to 50 years because that 30 years, 50 years, what produces a lot of progesterone and estrogens. And this or reproductive stage in one fan one. After 32 years, 33, 34, one fan we have another fibroid. And the cause of the fibroid are due to many factors. Contributing factors are hormonal imbalance. And they said when you're 20s, now you are developing a lot of progesterone. You are developing a lot of estrogen. In the 20s, over here, about our business, over cashier or 20s or 18, 20s, no, because the estrogen and the progesterone are enough. In the was a young point, the man said, oh, Saturn, wow, so we in young fan. And they say, one fan, what it may convert to abnormal cells. In the hormonal issues or hormonal imbalance, no, it may fuel the growth of fibroid. And I said the mechanical family planning contraceptives be brave, one normal, yeah, no normal, kasa. Ni also a contributing factors. Obitime in your fibroid. Said the Americano, fibroid are heritable. When you say something is heritable, yes, I see say better. So these are the fibroids and kasa. I was screen also no. Fibroids are heritable. Said the American say, oh mommy will be also bitime because it is in your gene. You can't gene I know you yeah, something like that. It is in your DNA. You can't gene more of your DNA, more of your protein, more of your RNA. It is all mommy will be a minaba with me and kasa. Also betting a fibroid into young one 10. Obi was pacing a banner patch be brave. Or we are say 5 years, 6 years and son now also betting a fibroid. So I'm an aya. That's a gay cano. Your many types of fibroid because I mean some of this screen at also no your pedunculated fibroid, your mucosal fibroid. So fibroid be also X-ray the signs and symptoms of the fibroid nankasa. Into bit mina fibroid, obe bleed intermittently, and now obenya bibi first prolonged bleeding and now prolonged menstrual bleeding open say moja betu ne power with clots sa fibroid we am of mucosa fibroid
okay
closer to the endometrium you can endometrium ma will line in a shelled blood ma bosumi bia onya no so sa fibroid ne closer to into a compressing so compressing at the force be na your shelled blood na manaba into obabi timi na utenya intermittent bleeding 2 weeks bia ne moja 2 ana so be hu say emoja bi 2 ne tuntuntuntum be brepa kasa ana onya mense say ba be brepa kasa it could be a sign of fibroid na kasa your other fibroid or it may cause constipation your for instance your fibroid be a boko wa wodi na no ho and therefore be otimina anal pain obun say na no to an ye ne ya pa no to an twetwe ne pa sa we ne for posterior subserosal fibroid and no so boko down why no so timi ma ne basam your fibroid be a fairly pendulated fibroid funda na also it may boko or bladder no so it a compressor bladder and these are the signs of uterine fibroid no it will say when frequent urination kakra bia na jonso because fibroid push or bladder up therefore just like a crab urine kakra bi guma kasa now cha say Johnson tentem into fibroid no and no so ebi eno no
okay
na me ka ba mucosa fibroid no e ma bebre ho a when you to first trimester and when you say first trimester near 3 months obi happen so onyima na say doni ka say reoccurring miscarriages and abortions and kasa it is a wuti me na onyima na say it could be more of sa mucosa fibroid no because a closer to endometrium baby ne ba obedan it was say kana kasa na say it for instance if I'm seeing such patients what I do ni say me sure ba come yenu na say onyim na say ya therefore I meet me aka say a fibroid in na yosa therefore we have to do myomectomy I don't do myomectomy I refer you for appropriate course of it myomectomy then we come back then we continue kasa na the fibroid na kasa insia won kwan
fibroid
no fibroid insia won kwan
enti de e na omanfo binom ka myth say o fibroid insia won ho kwan no
yeah
wow
fibroid insia kwan so depending on the location and also depending on the size. For instance, will be a cavitary fibroid, and a mucosa fibroid, or benyama my best essay. Oh, the way it is. And now be one a fibroid, you can see be brain, I gina would in alpha. When you're bayana, I am a be brace, for instance, couples or my wife for more than 15 years. Now, or matna, I want him ba, na beman kochaki in whose house, the daughter my wo done to me. Me problem. It's ayana ha me bebre. It's answer me daughter pick you so me to me cotton do anka so. Me hu so beti me about from because of my lifestyle. Because when I get infections in my scrotum, it be me beating both on your scrotal pain. When say show my bani ya. A horse in a store, a honey produce sperms no. Epidemic is not store urine sperms na nkasa. It is infections ballroom the temper the sperm cells ni na. It will be azoospermia, will be oligospermia, ejuma ye excessive heat with me amana baso. Ade na nkasa o meyere o fibroid intimacy so meyere no. So bi mi kocha fa nchen no meyere nyimobi. Hey, krom ha. Bebre oni say won krafo na say enye obi dia. Oni say etimi de say mo power a esan say e ma timinya fibroid in 10 no. Me edge so ye bema. Don't say say me kocha fa nchen me wo ye manye obi ntino. E could be say ya could be say nya odi ankasa. Bibia etimi si. Etimi de no say mo power ankasa ya naka me first point of contact should be the man. Bema na ankasa because a member condition no modra only about obre eye din ye pa na emu so ba issue no modra so fan in 10 intermediate says entwen ma o partner nya fibroid ankasa wo delay no e ma ne che 2-3 years na one ma 4 years 5 years na mba ya ni pato betime develop fibroid so do ba na ankasa so ne sana fa na bra na ye hwe ne mboa na ankasa
okay eti ne obi a wo hwe signs and symptoms be aside a spotting ne bi obi bleeding heavily na clotting and beba no e betimi abase obi wo fibroid but no onya signs ana your condition be your friend is asymptomatic you can asymptomatic na chese obi wo fibroid and so e mo nka ye bia for instance your subserosal fibroid your intramural fibroid so these fibroid na kasa am any sign bia and so now that is why I said Dr. Pike also I may advise every patient every single lady bia say at least a year bia no go and check routine examination pelvic examination na yen hwese wo de no wo bia na say woni bi wo bia ye hwet me manage ma bibia so you okay fibroid it me shrink
fibroid and kasa it me shrinking whereby say for instance the too much excessive estrogen who develop estrogen progesterone and fibroid etimi and that is why I say one found one produce be brina unya excess of it bad and also if where the growth of the fibroid
okay
o nyini kono na estrogen progesterone na regressing na eba from therefore fibroid may shrinking into your fibroid bi o it doesn't call for surgery therefore obi betimi of fibroid obetimi de awon emanyina because I have seen a patient or the fibroid awon kwara me ensan wie one the way sit here it is all the wo wi akasa sometimes after 40 years kono estrogen develop and regresses and fibroid. Therefore, if you are not feeding the fibroid, a bit more shrink. But saying none there is also another thing and they had in your part. And the Dr. Pick, so what I do is say, I manage fibroid cases with pregnancy. The best treatment for fibroid, either you do hysterectomy. You can hysterectomy is a removal, surgical removal of the fibroid. You are wooden in a removal of the whole uterus. You are wooden in then you are okay. But the thing is, when you do myomectomy, when you say myomectomy and only say fibroid in the fibroid frame, if you don't use the uterus to get a baby within 2-3 years, a best have a baby. And then I say, a man be brave one, you require fibroid operation, uncle checking home. If some you patient be our doctor, Monty be a menses baby, and make no make. Meanwhile, why a test you so oligospermia, you so low sperm count, also on module, and so on and so sometimes we push them to do a normal DNA pathway because Obano sabi or friend depend. Ebi anoni obi animpen. Okay, so me need Dr. PK usukrat na kra warning but chale me guy bi na me friend dey na wonyem me pen. So let me go and try because on call hospital sometimes a push almost mom we dey onye ti bema wo tinyam. Debi am because in terms of this remember we are more vulnerable because when they come they confide in us. Dr. Matra Mikun, Emba, yeah, no, so I obeba no on your mankasa. Inti ayana had in temperature salty and can say they na make an ankasa fibroid and see on Quanimo, a yaka be bria, and ayana had. It is all issues are you just come to our facility. Na ya shabwa, if it is a Dr. Pickers more branches, me Kumasa Brepo and a crass more Quabina. A do busa Quabina go, Hobusa Dr. Pickers will be a bachelor. Obviously, Dr. Minamba, almost on Maka, Kaminamba 0T44. 878431 0T44878431. Yo kumasa before highways across so kwabenya. Obiso antin the impact of number 0T44878431. We have fibroid operation. I bet me as a baby. Until the American answer young fan because your operation we are a friend my metomia. 2-3 years one fan will be baby. Into a branca operation make sure say Ukunu so be checking the hunsu. And I check obi or low sperm counter unyaba abena and 1 month treatment. It should be 3 months consistent. So we have low sperm count treatment. On moduna judgment unya results. After 3 months, the anemia say you diagnosed with low sperm count. I wasn't cosa checking beam because you do not one. Hey, doctors, ye man would draw. We expecting say do ne be juma. But then you be also ne bit at some particular drugs ne be juma. It ye want to lose sperm count do so. Immediately say after 3 months checking my say do not say Dr. Picky was me the ma okran e bo and I am born. Okay. Baby o have say no my ignore. Na na rena sorry nya fibroid ni biam. And so another issue. Okay,
it's nay so be e wo e fibroid I say ni da so honum say.
Oh yeah.
Obe treat ama. Yeah. Ho ato no ti asai say wo manage ama na wo no say e be shrink here free honom kra no so be me duro ama shrink
media ni say me I won say
no
media ni say your type of fibroid that if there is cause for surgery you have to do it
go for
because obi ho be banana dey na mucosa fibroid when you may be say I mean Dr. Pickers me a medical imaging scientist I do my ultrasound examination Dr. Fana pun dey my affording for dey na me free mobile until oba na me share say wo dey fibroid when dey when you say me mo papa akoye and yes me mo drama fibroid anane me dey say fibroid me manage with pregnancy until oba na dey meet me ama wo drama animo then I start from there I do your hormonal test and other factors near okay. Just call my number. My number is T44878431. T44878431. 31 you kuma sa bepo highways na akra kwa benya ye adwuma da bia me nim se nya ba question ba kon asa na masa
no anti futu ade be mashofo mo hwe
futu am de be ma ahwefo mo hwe me yan say especially memman da na me o problem pa se mo pa wo a men ka se mi twa fan chen me konye mi enti me ja me yere ne sa na me yere no so fibroid nsi a won kwan na emom se eye kese bebre a mo anfo anyi na kese bebre a ene ya na ha adwin ye pa enti ba cho e basia just go to nearby hospital na quite diagnosis na yenhwemo and now you can come to Dr. PK so na Grace Vital na yenhwemo I mean na bana make na 0T44878431
okay abusia fonti ye Dr. PK Owusu imaging scientist or science herbal practitioner and medical director Grace Vital Clinic MDs and yene no abo enkomafa causes and complication of uterine fibroids nti nese wo pa wo na wo fibroid a doc se bra be manage am wo afa wo afa wo ba nti ha na edisi mame fa seda emma Amen Scientific Herbal and Alternative Medical Hospital for Amen was 0242275254 and 0207229505 and 0244227192 and no any Amen number yeda womo asepa mame emfa birthday ba kon entwato na me nebedwafo nsinkonya ne ni Ghana ho nkomo. Happy birthday to Kwabena Nsroma Castro. May the Lord bless you and grant you all your heart desire from your younger brother Castro Amwakon of Media General. Happy birthday. Saso and a happy birthday to Lady Rose, a gospel musician. May the Lord bless and protect you from Isaac Odrov despite media. In Isaac say Lady Rose, our gospel musician, and they were in Isaac Odrov UTV say happy birthday. Ugusu share Adekye Nsroma da ye ho na me ne bedwafo nsinkonya yeni Ghana ho komo ko be be